How strong are the bonds of friendship? Find out next on the Adventurers Guild. On the continent of Volanta, in the city of Dakar, there is a place where heroes are forged. Where legends are built one story at a time. What you do with this opportunity is in your hands, and the hands of fate. The Adventurers Guild. Hello, and welcome to the Adventurers Guild. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Paul Cosca. You are watching our D&D anthology show, and we're so glad to have you. We may not be live right now like we usually are, but we are lively, and I think that counts for something. This is the third episode of this particular mission, and in a minute, I'm going to catch you up on everything you need to know in order to jump in. But before that, we'll go ahead and say hello to our players. Hello, players.
Hello.
Howdy.
We were meant to film this episode here the day after Thanksgiving before someone had to cancel at the last minute. But am I going to rewrite my intro? Am I going to write new material? I am not. What was your favorite dish at Thanksgiving, everyone?
Oh, gosh.
Mac and cheese, of course.
My aunt knocked it out of the park with the stuffing she made. That was really good. Had bacon in it. It was really good.
I had a really good stuffing, and then I had an awesome root vegetable mash that was friggin' amazing. It was.
Listen, I'm more about the sweet potato casserole. That's on me.
How did I know that? How did I? If I had to guess what Zach was going to be into, it was going to be sweet potatoes.
Yeah, sweet potato yams. Get those the marshmallows on top.
Marshmallows.
Yeah.
Personally, that's the one I'm not into that because you can't mix it with the rest of the stuff on the plate.
It's incredibly hit or miss.
I agree, actually.
Like just today, I finished the leftovers and I put everything into a single bowl.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, Thanksgiving.
And it was fucking magnificent.
No, that's an Oregon thing. That's an Oregon
thing.
thing.
That is no.
That's
no,
not
no,
an
no,
Oregon
no.
thing. They do that in the Midwest too.
Are you telling me that mashed potatoes and green bean casserole and turkey and stuffing don't all go in a bowl together?
No, that's the KFC mixable.
Yeah, no, that is exactly
which is
what it
also
is.
delicious.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't see why KFC makes so much money off those things. Exactly.
It's not. It doesn't look good. It just is great.
Mush.
What did Patton Oswalt say? It's a sadness bowl.
Sadness bowl.
There's a little bit of cranberry relish.
Oh. Okay, that one's where I draw the line. But the rest of it was great.
Also, Paul.
Yeah.
Paul, you're supposed to put all those inside like rolls and make sliders out of them.
I already did that earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Because the day after Thanksgiving sandwich is the best sandwich.
Oh, every time.
Which is just all those things plus the addition of whatever bread. That's perfection.
Excuse me.
Absolutely.
Gross.
And there's still half a Costco pumpkin pie sitting in the fridge.
Oh man!
Which is the best pumpkin pie because it only costs $6.
There you go.
It's also really hard to make a pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pies are like a whole thing.
Yeah, to make a good one homemade. And honestly, it doesn't taste any different from the store-bought stuff. It tastes the exact same, maybe a different
And there are
consistency.
bad store-bought pumpkin pies.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
But Costco is not one of them.
Costco's not one of them. Yeah.
And I could work for hours and still get pretty much as good as that $6 pie.
Exactly.
Yep. There you go. There it is, another one. Yeah. Hey, Costco, you wanna support the Adventurers Guild?
I mean, we already support you. I'm
Listen,
a member, so
I will gladly get Costco tattooed on my ass for a sponsorship. Whatever. Whatever that would be. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it, Costco. Let's get in this. I'm ready for a long-term committed relationship with Costco.
Oh,
I already am in one, so...
Yeah, I mean,
The amount of disgust on Justin's face through this whole conversation has really been a delight.
What, you don't
I'm
like
just
Costco?
respectful. You know, I mean, Costco's great. It's just you know what, you do you. You guys, I'm gonna celebrate your happiness.
Do you not know?
I'm happy you're happy.
Do you not know the joys of a Costco pumpkin pie, Justin?
We got more Sam's Club up here, but
Oh,
Costco,
yeah, I
we
guess
do
that
have
is
Costco
there.
up here. So I mean, it's the same thing.
It is
so.
pretty much the same thing.
Whoa.
It is.
All right. Well, that's the end of the
Basically,
episode.
That's the end. We're done.
Similar,
Denver's
not the
kids
same.
are
Similar.
gone.
Same idea.
It
completely
turns out
different
they were stuck in
company.
Costco.
Yeah, Denver's kids. They got stuck in a
They're
Costco.
stuck in Costco.
Sam's Club and Costco are the same.
I mean,
They had the
That's-
same idea.
bulk stores
Completely different
with memberships.
Those are fighting words.
Okay.
Look, Sam's Club have a delicious hot dog that you can get for
Okay,
$1.50?
I was going to say I
Sure
I
doesn't.
agree that is the thing.
Sure
and
doesn't.
Pizza,
I
pizza's
don't
also
know.
great.
Honestly, I can't remember. The last
Literally
time I
went there the
Sam's
other
Club.
day just for a couple slices of pizza.
This is
It was
getting
great.
heated.
Chicken bakes. Those chicken bakes.
The whole food
Oh,
court.
yeah,
Yeah,
those are-
okay.
yeah,
The whole food court.
anything there. Yeah.
All right.
So
Before
cheap. Anyway,
before this
yeah,
descends
I'm
into
hungry now.
chaos, which
already
it
did.
will, at my behest, why don't we go ahead and jump in with a recap?
Oh, yeah, what the heck happened?
What did happen?
A small group has been dispatched from the guild to assist a fellow member in an important mission. Denra has been searching for her children, and the guild has found a promising lead in the village of Eldinar in the southern wilds. On their travels, the party encountered a Goliath blocking the road, trying to shake down a farmer. They intervened and found themselves in a fight with several ogres who'd been lying in wait. During this fight, they were also met with an unexpected ally, former guild member James, who has been radically transformed after making a pact with a strange being. After defeating the ogres, the party spent some time trying to get out of James what has happened to him, and it seems that he has revealed the truth of his transformation, at least as much as he knows about it. So after your first night at camp as a new party, there are 3 more days of travel on the road that go fairly uneventfully. So while we're not going to dig deep into those days, is there anything that you would like to be doing during 3 days, 2 nights on the road?
I check my amazing Weatherstone every day.
Yeah, and you know what? It's always accurate. It's
amazing.
It is. It might just be the Druidcraft cantrip, but it is accurate.
I'll take it.
I mean, the Druidcraft cantrip is always accurate too. But
It's,
I
yeah,
love,
it's a-
I love
it's great.
that.
If you really want to know the weather,
Yeah.
that is the cantrip to have.
I'm sure I already asked this. It's just it's been a while, so I forgot. How far is this place Eldinar from my old home? My old home in the wild.
Yeah. So you're taking a look, and let me pull up a map for myself
Yeah.
so I can not just make things up. Fairly far. So
Okay.
the Shepherd Sanctuary is on the west side of
Right.
the Telvalar River and Lake Telvalar and all that. So it's
Okay.
it's just on the west side of the continent, and Eldinar is much, much closer to the east coast in the southern wilds. So if you were to walk that distance, you'd probably be walking for like 4 weeks.
Okay, yeah. So no, I was just curious.
Yeah.
That's good to know that it would take anyone who got them that long to get there from our home. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, beyond just keeping an eye out for any kind of thing, I can't think of anything that I would want to be doing.
Okay. Yeah, as you're going, it's fairly misty. The weather throughout these few days. The road is clear. There's some traffic, but nothing too serious. Just carts going back and forth. You don't really encounter anything particularly dangerous. Anyone else, anything you want to be working on at night, or anything that you just want to be getting up to before we get into our next chapter?
Do you mind if I have some conversations with the All-Mother about any information that she may have about Denver's children? or anything that could help us in this next leg of our journey.
Sure. So is this something you'd want to be doing at night?
Yeah, at night.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and describe. So let's say we're at camp, night one of the 2 nights that we're covering here, and campfire is set up. Everybody's around. Why don't you describe what you do to get in contact with the All-Mother?
I'm going to. Can Denra be with me? As I asked?
Yeah, I was
If
going to
Denver
actually.
wants to be there.
I was going to say, yeah, I would be at the fire probably after it'd probably be like after we just eaten, and I just am like playing on my pan flute that same song I'd been playing for the past few days, just adding to it every night. The song for my kids, and yeah, I would just be playing that while you would be doing whatever you'd be doing, and I mean, if you, yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to ask Denra for some hair.
Sure. I'll take out a dagger.
Just a small amount of hair.
Pull a long bit of the nappiness and just cut out a bit. Hand it to you.
I'm going to take that dagger. I'm going to cut my hand, put Denra's hair in the cut. I'm going to hold it over the fire.
Okay.
And try to communicate with the All-Mother.
All right.
Damn.
So the rest of you all watch as James does this and puts his hand over the fire, and the hair catches and burns, and there's a sizzling sound and a lot of smoke, kind of acrid smoke that comes from it. Everybody go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Oh, damn it.
Wisdom check.
Yeah.
Great. Wisdom.
That's a 4.
+1. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah. That is a 2.
2.
Well, I got a natural 1, so.
You get that one.
Gotta make sure we add that in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Crickstump, what'd you get?
Crickstump got a 19.
Okay.
Nice. There you go.
And Liam, what'd you get?
Liam had a 13.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you perform this ritual, and a little bit of smoke at first, and then more, and then like an inordinate amount of smoke pours out of your palm. Far too much to be produced by just that little bit of hair. All of you hear this like kind of hissing, closed teeth, whispering sound. It's a little maddening to listen to. And for Denra and Liam, it sounds like noise, and it sounds like almost like the buzzing of bees or insects, like really close to your ears. Very, very unpleasant. Crickstump, you do actually hear words in it. It's not entirely intelligible, like you get bits and pieces here and there. But what you get, you can also get the tone of it, which is not very friendly. And James, you don't remember what happens in this exchange, but you do take...
Oh, goodness.
God damn it.
10 points of psychic damage as you are admonished by the Allmother. And Crickstump, you do hear the words "ask too much" and "foolish" in the midst of all that chaos.
Oh, James, are you all right? What? Sorry, Doc kind of came in there a little bit. Yeah, you all right? No.
And James, as it comes to an end, you are kind of like whipped back from the fire, and you can see more burn scars trailing up your arm.
General will go to look at it a bit. Are you all right? What were you doing?
The Allmother is forgetting our deal is what's happening, but I'm fine.
Oh.
You know, James, she didn't. From what I picked up, she did not sound too happy.
You heard something?
She never
I just heard
is.
buzzing.
Oh no, I got a good notion of what she was saying to him.
Oh, it was a horrible sound.
Oh no, it sounded awful, but
Yeah, I don't usually like to question any kind of angry nature noises, so I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I think that's a
And
good
Liam
time.
lays down.
I tried. Sorry.
Thank you, James. I don't know what you tried, but I'm sure it was good.
I asked the Allmother to see if they can give me some kind of direction on who we're looking for, or maybe an idea of anything that can help with your children. But they're being a little argumentative today. Argumentative today. There we go.
There's a lot of T's in it.
Yeah, too many T's. Well, thank you, James. I didn't realize that's what you were doing. She kind of just looks over all of that, the wings, the weird eyes, and the burned skin, and the new, like you said, there was more burns on his hand now from the one that went in the fire.
Yeah, kind of up the inside of the arm.
I hope you're.
Trust me, it's worth it.
Okay, I trust you. And go to bed.
Okay. Anything else anyone would like to do with these 3 days, 2 nights on the road? Anything you want to be working on or anything like that?
Can't really do much beyond just kind of mapping our, figuring out where we are, and because I don't know how the Wanderer feature would really help out here.
I mean, you can definitely, you can track yourself
we're not
pretty
getting
easily
lost,
on the map. Yeah, you're on the roads, and as you begin the third day, you pass the point where the road diverges to go out to Wallach Bay, out to the coast. So you continue on south of that. The weather starts to ease up just a little bit here on this third day, going from kind of continuous drizzle to a little bit more of like clouds and a little bit of sunshine here and there. On this third day, there's less traffic. You are getting further south, and as daytime begins to turn to evening, we've momentarily lost Zach.
Oh.
We'll pause for a second. Technical difficulties, but we're back now. As that third day starts to turn to evening, you can see on the map that you are approaching a village marked Merilay. And evening is coming, and you can see that this small village is approaching. The village looks to be kind of built around the road. There's a handful of buildings on either side and quite a few lights on. You can hear not loud music, but some music coming from what you would assume is some kind of inn or tavern. And it has been the better part of a week sleeping on the ground at this point.
Denra is very, very excited to sleep in a bed, and will say, should we get, should we go for some drinks? My flask of wine is empty. I could really use a drink.
Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. I would be very much in favor of this.
Let's go. She'll start leading everyone towards the inn, and then she'll think about it. Do we think... James, you look a little disconcerting for a lot of people. The wings, a lot of it. I'm curious, actually, as a player to player, do they fold in or on your back, like?
I'm
not that
assuming
not like completely unconcealed, like can't see them, but like folded in, so they're not like constantly like out.
Yeah, so they don't need to be out all the time.
Okay.
But unless you're wearing something over them, they are, like a bat.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not that strange, I guess. I am a
You guys seen
cow lady.
Gargoyles?
Oh, fuck yeah.
That is a great show.
It is a great show.
You know when Goliath has his leather wings and he kind of like clips.
Oh
them
yeah,
in, like, the
yeah.
front?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's like a
Okay.
cloak. I'll do that if that's
I
possible.
fucking love that. I love that. Okay. Never mind then.
Apparently there's a Gargoyles tabletop game that just came out.
Oh yeah. Critical Role was sponsoring it, or they got sponsored by it. That's awesome. I love that.
Don't say the C word.
Anyway, sorry.
Banned.
Yeah, we're done. YouTube will cut
Our
us off.
direct competition.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, James, go ahead and make for me. Go ahead and make a performance check for me to see how well you can fashion all of that.
You're good at you got good charisma.
Okay,
You
so-
got it.
That's +3, baby.
That's
Come on, what could possibly go wrong?
It's positive.
Okay. That's a 7 + 3, so that's a 10.
Okay.
Average.
So it's not that it looks terrible. It's that this is the first time you're trying to do a thing like this.
Practice.
Um,
We didn't think about this till just now.
So if someone were just glancing at you, they might mistake it for a cloak. If someone looks at you for any actual length of time,
I mean, like a second, yeah.
it's going to be a lot less subtle. But in any case, as you approach, you see that the sign on the front of this building is the Red Oak Inn.
Nice.
Looks to be a small 2-story place. Looks like it might have, you'd guess, probably a few rooms in the attic space. But looks pretty charming. Are you all heading in?
Is the red oak made of red oak?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Make one too. Ooh, yeah. What'd you get,
7.
Liam? I got a 22.
Hey.
It is not red oak.
Oh.
It's painted red.
Yeah.
The door is red. It's definitely... It's not red oak. It definitely looks
Honestly,
like it's a softer wood.
She feels better about that because they're an endangered species, so it's better to not make an inn out of them. So she feels better about it.
It's made out of baby seals.
Yep, that's okay. That's worse.
And-
Thank you.
and
We're never going here.
manatees.
We're leaving. Everyone out. We'll burn this place to the ground.
Yeah. Math carcasses.
Yeah, we'll head on in.
Just the whole porch is narwhal tusks.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so you head inside. It's a pretty charming little place. There's probably about 15 people inside at tables. There's someone playing lute in a corner near a fire. It's got a bar in the back, and there is looks like a half-elf woman back behind the bar. Let's see how people... You don't get too many looks right up front. There are some people who look to be engaged in games of some kind, and some conversations, and just a couple people turn your way as you enter.
I'm gonna head up to the bar.
Yeah,
Okay.
so will I. Got
Yeah,
a little bit of gold left.
You head up to the bar, and there's a very obviously half-elf woman behind the bar. Features are very human, elf ears. So it's, for some people it's not so obvious, but for her it definitely is. She gives you a smile as she looks at you. Make a roll for her. She says, "Oh, welcome to the Red Oak Inn. Well, I'm Tamra. What can I do for you?"
Hi, I'm Crickstuff. We're gonna need a couple rooms for the night, and probably a couple drinks as well.
I'd
Sure,
say
sure.
maybe a bottle or two. to share.
Okay. How many rooms are you looking for?
Oh, we could probably. What do you say, dinner? We could probably share two, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got standard rooms that come with breakfast, and that's a gold apiece.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have any gold.
Oh, it's all good. We got you, James.
Thank you.
There is we do have one bath if that's something you're interested in. It's separate from the rooms, but it's a nice copper tub. She looks over at Liam especially, and is like, it is. I mean, you might want to get in it first to make sure it fits before you pay for it. Is what I'd say.
It seems like a very good plan. I like that idea. Thank you for the information.
If you want in a bath, it's 5 silver. And she is looking through. She says, "Are you wanting bottles of wine? Are you wanting something different?"
Wine sounds good to me.
Right?
Why don't we mix it up? We'll go 1-on-1. A bottle of wine, bottle of I don't know. What's your house favorite?
What's the well?
Honestly, that's correct.
Here's our cocktail menu.
Jesus.
I went to a local spot here where I'm staying, and they had on the menu what they called a breakfast shot, and I was just like, well, I gotta like try that, right? And it was Jameson and butterscotch schnapps
Okay.
with a chaser of orange juice.
Oh.
Interesting.
And goddamn if it didn't taste like breakfast.
All right. Well.
It tasted like maple and breakfast, and it was shocking. It was shocking how good it was.
All right.
I believe it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Justin. That face. Yeah. No.
I was
Lord.
expecting to not like it. I really was.
The
Anyway.
orange juice seems
Surprised.
interesting, but interesting in a good way.
The orange juice, it really helped. Like, it really kind of made the breakfast thing. Anyway. She fishes out a bottle of wine, and she says, well, we've got some stout that comes from a monastery nearby. Pretty good stuff.
You know that's gonna be good.
Yep. I sure did.
Looking at like a little pony keg of the beer from the monastery and a bottle of wine. She says, I could do 4 gold for all this.
Okay.
And Denner will put down 3.
Liam will be like, "Oh, hey, I got it. That's so good," and he'll cover the gold.
She'll blush and then realize that, oh my god, we only got 2 rooms. I have to get a room with James. Shit. Like, so they can realize, like, I cannot. It's not gonna be Liam. I cannot. That is too awkward for her.
And Tamara says, and we've got dinner coming up probably in about half an hour.
You got it. What's on the menu tonight?
Stew, like most nights.
Well,
That sounds
I mean,
delicious.
Ew, I love a good stew.
You always got to check.
Can
go ahead.
I ask the bar? Oh, go ahead, Chris. You
No,
were talking about
James,
Chris.
you have
James,
one.
yeah, mine was nothing.
May I ask the bartender who the monastery is dedicated to?
Ooh.
Yeah, let me take a quick look here at the map.
I swear, if James has to go burn this monastery down, I don't know.
No. Just, I mean, if I could ask you some
Dedicated
questions,
to your
sure.
wife. She's there.
No!
This whole mission changes.
No.
No way.
She shrugs and says, I don't really know. They're about a day and a half ride away, and they just come by here sometimes to trade goods. To be totally honest, I don't really know much about them. We get quite a few religious folks around. There are quite a few religious folks here in town. But yeah, I don't know. They make a good beer though.
And this is the town where this orphanage is, right?
Oh no.
No, we're still on the way. That's
Yeah.
right. This is the first town on the way. That's
Yes.
right. Yep. That's right. Never mind.
Good.
How close are we now in the vicinity of the place?
You're still about a week and a half out.
Week and a half out. Okay.
Yeah.
Enra, would you like to talk to any of these people about your children, about where they may be, or any things that we could?
I mean, the only thing I would think to ask was maybe bandit activity in the area, because that's who hit our home was a group of bandits. So
Speaking of, I'll ask around.
Okay.
Were you
I'm not the
asking these
best at
questions
that.
right at the bar?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I should.
Didn't know if you'd walked away to have that conversation.
No, yeah. I feel like it's,
Does the bartender knows anything?
I mean, Tamara's just standing right there. She says, frankly, it's a pretty safe place. Obviously, you get your share of trouble like anything. But in Marilay, we've got strong relationships with some people who do a good job protecting us, and bandits don't come by here. I imagine they probably do, on the roads outside. But no, the town stays pretty safe.
Thank you, Tamara. Before we go to sleep, it doesn't have to be a whole scene. I'll just ask around Denver questions. Have you seen kids, any bandits like they were talking about? So that's out.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a persuasion check, James.
I think I would join in that pursuit to find some information.
Yeah, those who would like to can go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Denver just wants to go to sleep.
+6. Okay, this isn't bad. Okay.
Denver, do you head off to sleep then?
Well, I had another thing I wanted to do. It was a little more lighthearted than all this. So.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. No, it's okay.
You want to play some darts? Where's her children?
I know. We're just we're still a week and a half away on foot. So I think that's a long way away. So I
drag
don't
a
think
villager
that
out
we're
to the
gonna
street.
have much success. That's all. That's my 2 cents.
We'll see if these villagers get smart with me.
We're not killing a village.
Well, let's James. What'd you get for
13 +6? That is a 19.
Okay, and Crickstump, what'd you get?
A solid 10.
Okay, solid 10. Not just a 10, but a solid 10. You ask around a bit, and Crickstump, you get a lot of confused looks, literally just looking. No, the people don't really know much. James, you are able to talk to people, and it's just people just don't know whatever it is that's going on. James, go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Insight. That is +4, baby. What could possibly go wrong?
You said that 3 now, so definitely.
That's a 11 plus. What was it? 4. So that's a 16.
Okay. You definitely feel that some of the people that you are talking to are wary of you. And you don't think it's about the subject matter, you really think it's you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And they're not necessarily
turn to
unfriendly, but they're definitely like, you get some people kind of cringing away from you. So you're able to kind of report your findings back, and it doesn't seem that the people in this bar, at least, know about what's going on.
Thank you for trying, at least.
Denry, you wanted to do something more lighthearted?
Yeah, well, she's gotten, just as a little, on a lark, she bought a dice set, just like a gaming set,
Sure.
and she hands each one, like, each of you one, the standard D9 dice. Just kidding.
It's a D9?
No, it's a D6.
I was reaching for one. I was gonna have one in hand. And
Yeah, D9.
You get a
for sure.
D1.
D1. Only one choice. And she just says, "All right, everybody." She's kind of a little drunk already. Everybody. So, take a drink. You guys have drinks, right?
Sure.
If you're not drinking, that's fine. You don't have to. But everybody roll dice. The highest or the lowest has to answer a question from the person who rolled the highest. Any question?
Ooh.
Game, all right.
I assume we're rolling d20s.
I mean, yeah, that actually can work either way. D6 is just because I don't imagine they would have icosahedrons just on hand.
You're more likely to get better split with a D20, so yeah, I like that. Everybody go ahead and roll a D20.
This is fun. I like this. Okay.
I rolled a 9.
I got a 5, baby.
I got 16.
And what'd you get, Zach?
10. A
Okay,
solid,
so
solid 10.
Liam, you ask James a question. That's good. That's good because you guys don't know each other very well, so this will help a little bit.
Yeah, I suppose not. James, well, have you ever been to sea? Have you ever sailed at sea before?
No, I've never seen the ocean before. It's something that Maria always talked or said amazing things about. Something about how there's like these dogs that swim in it. I didn't understand at the time, but it sounded cool. They had
Dogs?
whiskers and yes. She said that they didn't have hind legs. They only had front legs and whiskers, and they would flop around on shore. It was very weird. I don't know what she was talking about.
Hey, Liam,
What?
you talking about sea lions?
He's talking about.
That's what it is.
Right.
Yes.
Like the baby seals that make up all the chairs in this bar.
Oh my God! No!
Oh my God, Paul.
If you keep this up, she will burn this place down. She will not stand by this.
Yes, they didn't look much like lions, but I've always wanted to see one.
Oh yeah. Well, wow. It's amazing that you've never seen the ocean before. I'm granted I spent a lot of years before I ever really knew the ocean myself, actually. But yeah, it's a wonderful place. If you ever get a chance, I highly recommend that you make your way out there. Fly over wherever before you get asked to go do something else.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna have time to do it, but
I
it
think
would
you
be
will.
nice.
I think you will.
Everybody go ahead and roll again.
Yeah. Ooh. Better, but not as good as it could be. 11.
Ooh.
11 for Denra. Crickstump.
15.
15. Liam.
18.
18. James.
16.
Okay.
Oh. Is that
Liam.
Liam asking
That is
Denra?
Liam asking Denra.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
She as soon as she realizes this, she blushes like all hell. Just there's a lot of fur there, so it's hard to tell. But she immediately starts to blush, and we'll take a pretty good swig. Okay, ask away.
Well, Genra, what? He's trying to be reasonable because he does not want to bring up the kids when she's clearly trying to do something else.
No, you can bring them up. Liam can bring them.
And honestly, yeah, I would say out of character, yeah, you can if you'd like.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If Liam's gonna be their new stepfather, he's definitely gonna bring them up. So.
Okay, that was damn. Oh man, that was really good.
That's always good for a first date. Tell me about your missing children.
Yeah, definitely.
Are they like dead or what?
Oh.
Denver,
Yeah.
I always like a good story. Where did you end up? Which story of your weapon of choice? I'm curious.
Oh well, this one I had. Well, no, yeah, it's the same glaive. I just had it upgraded. She gets a little somber. Funny enough, has to do kind of with the mission. Distantly. So I told you about the bandits that attacked Shepherd Sanctuary while I was gone. I came back to the place from a shopping trip to the local village on the outside of the wilds and found a lot of dead bodies. A lot of them, of the bandits. Ordune was very strong and protected the kids, and he sacrificed himself to keep them safe. And I picked up this, and she kind of, it's like had been laying against the wall a bit. She kind of picks it up and hefts it, still even while drunk, able to have some discipline, keeping the blade away from you all, and just
Whoa!
And I've just kind of had it ever since. I had it worked on a bit just to give it a little flair and make it a little better, but I think it really it marked the change from my normal life, I guess. That's the only word I can think of in the moment, to the life I have now. And knowing all of you. Probably wouldn't have met any of you if this hadn't happened. Or I didn't have this glaive. She kind of burps. I think I'll hold on to this until I find them again. I don't know if I'll use it after that, though. But who knows? She kind of lays it back. Thank you, Liam. I actually hadn't even really thought of the connection to the weapon specifically. It just had been a tool for a while, but brought that to a different perspective. Thank you.
Dating is really hard in D&D world because everybody just has like these horrible backstories. Like
too much trauma.
Everybody's got trauma. I mean, a lot of people have trauma these days too, but
right. Oh man,
not too many villages burned down these
thankfully.
Days.
Do we want one more time?
Let's do one more.
For bed.
Let's start with James. What'd you get?
An 8.
8. Crickstump.
17.
Liam.
And
Denra.
18.
Okay, that is Denra to James.
Shit. Okay. I thought of this game, but I didn't think of any questions. No, I think I have something. if you, since we already got a little serious with the last one, if you find Maria, what then for both of you? If you can't answer it, obviously that's fine. If you don't know, you can take a drink instead. It's kind of why I got the drinks. But I don't want to pressure you, but I'm just curious because that's a really big. And she's kind of just nervously mumbling and bumbling because she's drunk.
Well, when I find my wife,
When I'm sorry.
I'll save her. And maybe we'll see the ocean. You know, the thing about having a big plan is you don't know what to do till after the plan, but you know what? I'll take a note from Liam. I'll take her to the ocean. Don't know how to swim, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah. It's hard. Well, I know that you got a lot ahead of you to be able to even see her again, and I trust that you can do it. And I'm glad that you took a break from that to help me to find my kids.
Denver, I made you a promise when we first met. Remember? It was the whole turkey leg. It was the whole thing.
No, thank you.
Denver, can I break the rules of the game?
Of course. They're
What
not
will you
rules,
do?
they're guidelines. Sorry. That's a
Sure.
horrible joke.
But what will you do when you find your kids?
Takes another kind of light drink. I mean, that depends on them. I guess if they're okay and if they can forgive me, then I DM question. About how long would you say it's been since this all happened? I know that we were kind of wibbly wobbly with the time, but
We're looking at about 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
Ooh.
So that's pretty. Yeah, it's recent. Okay. I want to get them home. Even if that home is no longer our home, depending on if those changelings ever make it there, or doppelgangers. But I know that I want them to have a life of their own, and I don't think that I will continue putting myself at risk if I survive this and am able to get them safe. I want to make sure that they're safe after that. I don't want... She kind of just starts bumbling again, not able to really finish.
Well, if you get all settled and all's well and all that, if they ever want to go on some sort of adventure, that's awful. I'm certain I can probably convince Cade to give a small journey by ship. Is a lovely experience, I will say that. If they so choose.
I think Oren would probably like that. Freya, she's a landlubber, that's for sure. I don't see her ever getting in the water unless she's I don't know. Crickstump, you're a druid. She kind of had a little bit of inklings of druidic magic, so maybe if she ever turned into a fish, she could do it. But I don't know.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Orem
I
was
love
always more of a martial fighter, but
You know, I actually got a question.
yeah, go ahead.
I may be going out of turn here, but Crickstump's going to be pouring himself a drink as this is happening. He just pours one. He stands up at the table. He's like, "I'm going to go to bed, but I have one final one. It's for Liam, actually. You know, we've been doing this for a second. And as Crickstump turns to leave, he's like, "You ever gonna ask dinner out on a date?"
You son of a...
And then he's just going to the room. He's going to bed.
She was happy, like she was so happy that you were happy about Freya being a druid, like oh, and it went from like this smile, like son of, immediately takes a massive swig and is like, all right, James, I'm gonna go to our room, and just goes to the other room.
Right.
Hey,
Or I guess Crickstump just went to the other room, so I guess this is our room. Or no, we've been doing.
You've
this
got
the
two
lobby.
rooms, so Crickstump heads to one.
Okay, yeah, we've been doing this
Denra,
in the lobby.
you
So.
head to the other.
Gotcha.
So Liam and James, the two of them bail, head off to the rooms. Anything else that you would like to do here this evening before heading off to your room?
That was lovely.
All right. The night passes fairly uneventfully. For all of you, there are still those uncomfortable dreams kind of ringed with flames at the edges, like just out of the corner of your vision. And is likely the case for anyone who's sleeping nearby in the town of Marilay. As morning comes, Crickstump, go ahead and roll a D8. Let's see what the weather is
D8.
like.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a big old 2.
Okay. You wake up to the sounds of thunder rolling in the distance. Not a close storm, but you can hear driving rain against the shutters, and it's going to be a wet day on the roads.
Hell yeah.
You can hear the sounds of cooking happening down below. A smell of breakfast wafts its way up to your rooms.
Denra kind of wakes up very like, oh, ow. So, that to James, because I'm assuming we're sharing. I didn't. All those questions. I didn't imagine that last one Crickstump asked, did I?
Well,
Or did Crickstump ask a
happens.
question? Oh, son of a
it
bitch.
happens. Denra, do you love Liam?
Love. Whoa. That is big. James
James
only
has
been,
no half measures.
I have only been a widow for 6 months.
Right.
So
So wait.
I admit there's an attraction. I mean, look at him. But
I enjoy the shape of Liam.
James is bringing
Well-
a U-Haul to the first date. Like, are we doing this? Are we
Pretty
doing-
much.
yeah, what's your mom's number?
I already added you as my emergency contact.
Oh God.
I mean,
Meanwhile,
Denra,
I
if
wake
you
up-
love
I wake
this man,
my room and I just smell breakfast and I'm like, Tamra, yeah.
Good. What were you saying,
Mhm.
James?
I was like, Denra, if you truly love this man, don't wait.
Love is really strong. I really don't think it's that. It's just, but I don't know. I know that
You never know.
I know that you fell for Maria pretty heavily because she means a lot to you, and that was the same for me and Ordoon. So I struggle moving on, and she's like still like not wanting to have this conversation while hungover. Just like I just wanted to make sure, just before I see Liam if it's gonna be weird. I know that he's pretty good about not being weird about it, but Crickstump is not. So we'll see. But thank you again for being here, James. And she'll go down to breakfast.
Marie always said
Oh.
the truth will set you free. And as the world's foremost expert on waiting too long, do what you have to do.
And honestly, yeah, that's a good. She'll think about that one. Okay.
As you head downstairs, you can see that there are bundles. There's small bundles like already wrapped in like thin paper, sitting on the bar top. And as you come down, Tamara like gives a nod towards the bundles and says, "There's breakfast for you."
Oh, thank you. Wasn't expecting that. I'll grab one of mine and grab a table. What's in the bundles?
It's baby seals.
Yeah. It's just exotic endangered hardwood.
In a stew.
As you go to take a table, Tamara says, I might need you all to be heading out, unfortunately.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, you certainly can.
I'm just gonna straight up ask her.
20, dirty 20, sorry.
Wow.
So she looks like she's afraid of trouble.
Right here in River City.
Did she?
With a capital T. God damn it.
See, I'm not the only one who quotes musicals, so give me
It's such
shit.
that's a good one though. Like, come on. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, she doesn't look angry at you or anything like that. She looks like she's kind of trying to keep her head low.
Are her eyes like lingering on James at all? Like, do I think that maybe his questioning everyone caused this?
I mean, I think right now, without asking further, it's just a whole lot of you.
Okay, that's fair. And well, Crickstump then asked, I guess.
Crickstump.
Yeah, I'm just, why?
Go
We did anything wrong?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Yeah. It's a 16.
She listen, I got nothing against you. No problems from me.
Did we get too drunk last night? Is that it?
For me, you didn't do anything wrong. Not everyone is as tolerant, maybe. And if there's going to be trouble, I need it to not happen in my place.
Okay.
Who is threatening you? Who told you to do this?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Damn, I knew this was coming.
Can I look around the room to see if anybody else is looking at us?
Damn.
There is no one else in the bar right now.
No one else in the
That
bar.
is cruel. That is cruel. I got a natural 20 and a 4 persuasion, so it's a 4 plus 6, so that's a 10. So there we go.
She says, I don't know that there is going to be trouble, but I know that not everyone's happy, and chairs are expensive.
I'm gonna take a quick peek outside. Like, is there front windows in this place?
Yeah.
Just see if anyone's outside, kind of looking.
Yeah,
This way.
go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah.
And we'll do that too.
That's a 22.
You are so there is like one fairly large window that's shuttered, and you open the shutter a little bit and take a look around, and the streets are fairly empty. I mean, this is quite a small village, so there's not a lot going on here.
The street.
The street. But you do see a couple of people going into a building that... Like, the only people that you see on the street are going into a building that definitely looks like some kind of house of worship. It's got the look of a church.
Yeah, I think I'm piecing it together now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Rolling around with a demon man.
Yeah, if I had to take a guess, people.
And a
I
demon
would
woman,
say-
honestly. Technically, minotaurs are demons.
I would say that if we don't get out now, there's going to be
Baphomet.
folks coming out of there with pitchforks and torches. And honestly, Tamara, I wouldn't want you to have to rebuild or put together back anything in this place. So.
Yeah, I don't mean any offense. It just, I'm just one person running a place here.
Is this village mostly human?
It's a mix from what you've seen. Yeah, it is not mostly human.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead, Liam. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Liam during this had just opened the bag and was eating whatever it was, and it's just like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm fine with going. I don't want to concentrate.
All right.
He'll just keep eating and walk out.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a
Just
bag.
gonna, like, wave whatever food item is at the timer and be like, "Oh, real good, thanks a lot," and leave.
I'm just, hey, Tamara, toss it here. I'll get out of your hair.
Yeah, well,
Okay, we are back. We are experiencing some minor technical difficulties. There's a little bit of stuttering. There's only so much I can control, and I have to let everything else go and just research it later. But we are still here to provide you with some very excellent entertainment, or at least what we have to give. And as we rejoin, you are heading out into the street, and right now, there's no one out on the road.
Which way should we be?
So
Map-wise.
the inn, the Red Oak Inn, was on the north side of town. So you will have to, if you're going by the road, you'll have to pass by pretty much the rest of town to leave.
which includes the church.
Which does include the house of worship that you saw people go into.
Do we want to just walk down the street? I think that it'd probably be easy enough.
Well,
I think
yeah.
they want us just to leave.
From my experience with people of, layered religions and their own perspectives, I would think that they are well occupied, and we should probably just move on and continue on our way to rescue your children, Denver.
I don't see any problem with that.
Let's get out of here then.
Okay.
Be eating the breakfast that.
Yeah, so it's a breakfast
was the
sandwich.
breakfast?
It was a breakfast
Hell
sandwich.
Fit.
Hell
Totally
yeah.
fit for Liam to just be sitting there just.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Like a very thick biscuit with some scrambled
God
eggs.
damn
and,
Stop it!
Stop.
like a ham
Oh,
steak
I know
in
what I
there.
got to do tomorrow now. Thanks so much.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm going to Pine State tomorrow.
Oh, you-
you bastard.
So okay, you begin walking down the road. The rain's coming down fairly well right now. Road is a little soggy as you go. Do your best to be kind of nonchalant, like not making a scene about it as you pass by the house of worship. Are any of you gonna look around, give a glance, or just walk by?
Yeah.
Liam will just observe to see if he can gauge who it is to, what their house of worship is for.
Denra is making sure we're not going to be followed out of town.
Okay.
I
Uh,
would
He's just
like.
curious
oh.
and has no intention of staying. He's just curious.
All right. Well, those who would like to can go ahead and make a perception check. And James, did you have something else you were wanting to do?
I just want to walk by the church, just look at it, give it a good looking, and I unfurl my wings to their longest possible length,
Yeah,
and I continue walking.
definitely not antagonistic at all.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I'll make a perception check too, if that's
To
okay.
quote you, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Denver got a 23 on a perception check as we leave town.
Okay, 23,
Liam got a 21.
21,
Crickstomp got a 21.
21.
We all see this amazing thing and we're like immediately, holy shit, is anybody coming for us?
And James, what did you get?
I got a 13 plus 1, that's a 14.
Okay. You're more peacocking than you are looking, so that does make sense.
Literally peacocking.
As you all go by, you can see that this is indeed a chapel of the King Ascendant.
Burn it down. Sorry.
And
The Ascendant, I don't know who that is. Would my character know who that is?
Yeah, you likely would. The King Ascendant being well, I guess as an Aasimar, I'm not sure, but go ahead and make a religion check, James.
Okay. Is this like a D&D lore thing, or is this a your world
This
thing?
is a my world thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is religion, you said?
Yes.
That's a 19 plus 2.
Okay. You associate the King Ascendant with humans mostly.
Mm-hmm.
You know that a lot of humans around here worship the King Ascendant.
Got it.
As you all go by, so yes, you do see that it is a chapel to the King Ascendant, and you see that the doors are now open. You see the three of you who are not James. You see that there are probably 25 people in there. And you can see that there are a handful of people who look armed.
Neat.
Very neat. Okay.
Okay.
God, these
you
religious
continue
racists.
moving.
Yeah.
And
At a quick pace,
Yeah.
if we can.
not dallying.
Chris.
Yeah, just scarf.
How do you feel about that, Chris?
You finish up your breakfast sandwiches.
We
'Cause-
litter. We throw the wrapper on the road.
Oh, well, that's just offensive.
Okay, no. Denver will smack you if you do that.
I'm joking. Do you think Crickstomp would ever?
I was gonna say,
I was like,
Druid?
Crickstuff would never litter.
This is strictly Zach talking.
Then
Just two
the litter owlbear comes swooping down.
Just eats you.
That's the actual fight.
Okay, so you make your way, and the town's not very big, so 4 or 5 buildings later, and you are exiting town. All of you go ahead and roll. Well, are you wanting to look behind you, look around you, or are you just
Yes.
wanting to keep focus?
I'm wanting to make sure we're not being followed.
Okay, well, I won't. You are.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Continuing on.
Okay. We want to start something. You want to start
Not
Start
like
up.
super closely, but at a bit of a distance.
The armed people?
Yes.
Great.
And
Gotta love
once you
zealots.
get outside of town, like you've passed the buildings, you hear a voice behind you say, kindly stop, please.
I stop.
Yep, Leo, stop.
What do you want?
So you turn around, and there are 4 armored individuals. All their armor looks to more or less kind of match in terms of like theming. A lot of blues and silvers. It's very obvious that they are all armed, though they don't have like weapons pointed or anything.
Can we help you, gentlemen?
A the one who spoke, who definitely looks to be their leader, he's a dwarf, actually. He steps forward and he says, "Travelers, you're walking with someone who is dangerous, and we're afraid we're going to have to stop you for a minute."
I am not dangerous at all. Who told you that? Who told you?
He, if he found that funny, he doesn't show it. There's a lot of beard, so it might be difficult to tell.
Weird, hard to tell. All right.
Okay, so I would like to turn to this dwarf man and speak in dwarvish, please.
Sure.
Liam
I ask, is this
understands
about me? Oh, shoot, no! My secret code! I say to the dwarf man, is this about me?
You know it is.
Liam will kind of intercede with Dwarvish as well, and just be like, for what it is worth, he is not dangerous to us, and we are simply on our way to leave you be.
He steps forward, not threateningly, but just he steps forward. He's about 20 feet away at this point, and he says, "We know that the fires of hell are within ye, and we would like to help if we can. It might be that your soul can be saved."
I would like to...
Common or dwarvish?
He says it in common.
Okay,
Oh.
thank you.
Okay.
I was wondering. I was like, do we know what's going on?
Yeah, right.
I would like to say, these are my friends. And the only way you can help us is if you help us with our mission. If you intend to harm me, it will not go well for you guys. I will guarantee.
I have no wish to harm ye, but we are sworn to fight those who align with the devils and demons of this world, and if that be not you, then you must come with us so we can attempt to save you.
I think we have a disagreement on who the devil is.
The fires have touched you. Do you disagree with that?
Absolutely not. I embrace the fires that have touched me. They will help me get my wife someday. If you have a problem with that, I suggest you and your friends walk away right now. And I would like to use my dreadful aspect.
Ooh. I draw my weapon as well.
Oh no!
But I love that.
Something that's less aggressive.
No, these guys are religious zealots. These are religious zealots.
They
Fuck
just
them.
want to help. They're not saying you're light that needs to
Yeah,
be purged.
yeah.
They're saying you need help.
Everyone has a different version of what help means. So I think that their version of help is not good.
We don't know what their version of help is. They simply are saying they want to help, and they
Denra
still have their
has
weapons
dealt
shielded.
with Denra has dealt with racism from these kinds of fucks, so she understands.
Okay.
Not even racism, sorry, but just like the religious zealotry. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't love this.
Yeah.
What is your save, your DC for that dreadful aspect?
Wisdom save 14.
14.
As smoke comes from my nose and mouth, you know.
You do that,
Yeah.
and he stands firm, and in fact does not even move to his weapon. And he says, "These people believe in you, but you have been burned with the fires of hell. And if they believe in you, it must be because there's something good inside you. Let us help you back to the light."
Can Liam interject with that what he wishes to say?
Sure.
So Liam will kind of walk up and lay a hand on James's shoulder. It's a firm but comforting hand. And Liam will just kind of smile to them and say, "This kind gentleman is actually on a mission that will save his soul at this very moment, and we are assisting him in doing so. So, if you wouldn't mind, we would like to continue with that which we are purview to, and wish you a kind day."
Go ahead and make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Could I give him the help action by telling them the mission? I'm going to say, this man, who you think is touched by hell, is going to help save 2 children, and maybe more, who have been taken against their will. Children. You really think an evil man would do something like that?
Demons and devils tell lies all the time.
Did that help action work?
It is how they earn our trust. I think you still need to make this one a disadvantage.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
It's even keel at 10.
Okay. He strong 10.
Strong 10. Both of them.
He doesn't look offended, but also does not look moved. He says, "I'm sure," looking to the rest of you, he says, "I'm sure your intent is good. I've got no judgment against ye. But the demons and the devils, they lie to gain our trust. And he, this young man here, may not know that he's an instrument of lies. He may not know it. But that doesn't mean he's not."
Guys, I'm good. Okay, so I asked this man, "What God do you serve?"
We are servants of the King Ascendant.
Okay, so
Quickstep honestly kind of like chuckles at that.
So does Denra, yeah.
I'm going. How do I say this in the nicest way possible? I was like you once. I served a God. I did everything. I worshipped him. I carried out his bidding. I did whatever it took. And the one time where I needed him most, where was he? Where was he when my wife was dragged to the 9 hells? Where was your God when that happened, huh? I served the only thing that gave me answers. And the only answer that you need to give me is by walking away right now, or I swear to whatever God, demon, or whatever thing you serve, I will burn you alive. Do you understand me?
He looks to the rest of you and he says, "You see how the fire burns within him. You see what it's done."
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I'm not even trying to. I'm not even trying to stop him at this point. Just like, yep. I'm scared. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
He's going to continue talking for a little bit until you stop him, and he says, "I have no wish to stop the rest of ye, and I have no quarrel with ye, and I'm happy to let you go on your way. But this one here is a danger and has the devils inside him, and whether those come out today or later on, we are sworn to stand against that."
Well, brother, you got a problem there, because you're either going to stop none of us or all of us, and yeah, that's going to be a problem.
I don't see the latter of those two happening.
No.
Okay, Crickstump, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I'm going to use the luck point.
Hey!
Thank God I did. Because the first one was a 2 and the second one was a 15. So that's a persuasion. That's a 15.
He sighs deeply and he says, "I am deeply sorry to hear that. James, because you've been prepping something, I want you to roll initiative against this dwarf."
Fair enough. Damn.
It's just to see who gets. Because I know you've been gearing up for something.
I just want to say for the record that I did not want to hurt this man. I told him to run several times.
Hey, Justin, we are on your side. We get
it. Hey. That's an 18, sir. That's an 18.
Okay.
Oh.
So, James, you can see that he is, you don't know what he's about to summon or cast or anything like that, but you can see him prepare to do something.
Okay, so he summons. He failed against my other wisdom save, so I'm guessing he's pretty wise. I think I'm just gonna hit him in the face with the maul. See how that does.
Okay.
I get 2 attacks, right?
Sure.
It's a surprise round, right?
Yeah, let's say so. Let's say that communications have broken down, and this is what's happening directly before our full initiative begins.
Okay, I was like, what?
Yeah, this isn't a full one-on-one thing. This is just like the split second before the brawl breaks out.
Okay, so for my first attack, that is +6. That is a 12 + 6. That's an 18.
That will hit.
And for my second attack, that is a 17 + 6. That is a 23.
That will also hit.
Going up.
I would like, for the first attack, I'm going to add a Divine Smite to that too.
Okay.
I just want to end this as soon as possible.
Sure.
So
Nico.
6 + 6 + 2. That is a 14 + 3. That's a 17. And I'm going to add my Divine Smite, which is 2d8. So, okay, 2d8. 7 plus a 6. So that is a total of, hold on, 7 plus 6, that's 13 plus my 6 plus, oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
It's 30.
32. Okay. 32 just for the first hit. Okay. And here's my second attack. Damage. D6 + 3. That's 3 + 3 + 1 is 4. +7, for a total of 7. Wow, I cannot count. So 7 + 32, that's 39 damage
altogether.
Total.
Okay.
Altogether.
You step forward as he's beginning like an invocation and hit him with your maul. Gouts of flame bursting. He staggers back and he says, "I'm sorry," and waves a hand, and a wall of fire erupts around all of you. And as we begin to roll initiative, that is where we're going to go ahead and end this session.
Yep.
I knew this was coming.
Fighting some holy people in the middle of the road, as you do.
Yeah, because, we always love to beat up on the church. Yay, religious. Yay, religious
okay,
drama.
So this guy took 39 damage and he's still standing?
He is still standing.
All right.
These are some paladins we're fighting, y'all.
Yeah, it's 100%.
So we'll see how that fight goes next week. And I'll go ahead and say goodbye to the players for now. Thank you very much. Good work. And I'll talk to the folks at home. All right. Thus ends another adventure in the guild. How will this fight go? Are they well matched? Are they going to slaughter a bunch of missionaries in the road? You'll have to find out yourself by watching the next episode of the Adventurers Guild. Good night.